old guys that hunt, those are memories for them where they were out hunting and they would smell the pawpaws in the woods, because it's very effervescent. I mean, I think it's been an important part of the Appalachian culture for, a long time. Some people used to call it the Appalachian banana or the Kentucky banana. The word of mouth has spread, like some of the, myth of the pawpaw, I guess. We're blessed with pawpaws here in Appalachia. It seems like the pawpaw tree itself and the fruit and the way it ripens and such, this is a really nice latitude for it. We also have thousands and thousands of wild pawpaw trees that are really good. Not every region has that, but we do. And so I do believe that it has led to this resurgence, and I do think we are at the heart of it. Pawpaws are North America's largest native tree fruit. They're related to 2,100 tropical fruits. They're in the custard apple family, Annonaceae. Basically a long time ago, maybe roaming mastodons, would eat the fruit and then they'd migrate and that would spread the pawpaw. But I do really think that the Native American cultures that were here probably improved the pawpaws over time. They were sophisticated plant people. If you go to a lot of the ancient sites around the region, like Serpent Mound, Flint Ridge, Fort Ancient, these old Native American spots, you're always going to find pawpaws there too.
So pawpaw is a small tree, subcanopy tree that grows in our southeast Ohio forest. It grows through the East Coast and the Appalachian Mountains, I guess, is distribution. It doesn't like to grow out in bright sun, generally, and it spreads underground by roots. So where you find it, you often find a clump of pawpaws that are all the same genetic unit, and it produces a fruit that is sort of beyond simple description because it's just odd in many ways. But it is the northernmost native fruit for North America. We don't have very many with all the citrus and apples, peaches, and all of that is all from other continents. So I think when settlers came here, they found it. It's not that it just appeared. So for people that lived here, it would be one of the few things that they could find that had a sweet taste to it, and other than the nectar in a flower.
During the Ice Age, Appalachia, didn't have a glacier on top of it, and Appalachia has a lot of biodiversity here. So, I think Appalachia is like a biological preserve, and, since this region had all these plants and such, those plants then probably spread back out after the glaciers melted. I think the pawpaw is one of the most important native plants that are here. They're pretty substantial as far as, the fruit, and, the fruit's pretty nutritious. So the characteristics of the fruit are, it's like a custardy texture, very sweet. You want a pawpaw to be sweet. And one of the most important things that everybody needs to learn about is that you don't want to eat an underripe pawpaw. They will actually make you sick. They won't kill you, but they will make you nauseous. They may make you vomit. At the Pawpaw Festival, that's one of the things we try to educate people the whole time is whenever you eat a pawpaw, you want to make sure it's soft, it's aromatic, and, smells fruity.
It has some challenges. I love the story of the saying that said a pawpaw is ripe somewhere between the moment it falls from the tree and it splats on the ground.
Oh yeah, it can go from basically underripe to rotten in about 2 days. Ideal situation, you're underneath the pawpaw tree, the fruit just falls right in your hand, doesn't have to hit the ground and smash open or something.
The challenges are, unlike bananas, that you can pick quite green, hard and shippable, and then at the grocery store ripen them, or you can have someone take them home and they'll finish ripening and they'll turn their starchiness to sweetness. In pawpaws, the flavor you get and the sweetness you get is basically what it was when it left the tree. So they don't really have an ability to pick them when they're hard. You have to eat them as soon as you find them ripe. And that makes it a really tough fruit to do anything with besides just having it in your backyard or go out in the woods and collect them.
We have access to them, other big cities, or they just can't get them like we can. Working with native plants is important, biodiversity in general. Pawpaws don't require a lot of chemical inputs or high energy inputs. I was always excited that the pawpaw is naturally resistant to lots of bugs. For me, that's sustainable, but also how it interacts with the community and people has been, I think, pretty sustainable. I mean, it does economically impact people that come to the festival, but also people in our region, positively. I'd say that's an important part of sustainability too. And I think what's great about the Pawpaw Festival, it's like a celebration of an opportunity to eat the fruit at the right time. Because eating a fresh pawpaw is definitely the best way to consume a pawpaw. You have to be there at the right place at the right time. And I think that's what happens at the Pawpaw Festival. Our Ohio Pawpaw Festival, we've been going for 27 years. We're the world's largest and the longest running Pawpaw Festival. Festivals are a really fun way to educate people and, create some value, some economic value, provide experiences for people.
So third place for sauces and condiments goes to Gary with the pawpaw chutney.
We do a really good job at blending a lot of different things together, like the artists. We have a pawpaw beer garden. We have a huge kids area. We have lots of educational tents, not just about pawpaws, but about things like sustainability and health and heritage. What's exciting now is there are literally a whole bunch of pawpaw festivals all over the world now. Here, I got a t-shirt from this folks down in South Carolina. But even in faraway places like Croatia, they have a pawpaw festival now. The biggest day of my life is Saturday at the Pawpaw Festival when I get to host the pawpaw eating competition. We usually sing the pawpaw song, the old folk song. Way down yonder in the pawpaw patch, here we come picking up pawpaws, here we come picking up pawpaws. It's a labor of love. Picking up pawpaws, way down yonder in the pawpaw patch.
Southeast Ohio is not really farmable, and we like to dream about what we could do here. I think we've kind of enjoyed that it's uniquely here and that we know about it and other people don't yet know about it. And you can tell them what a curious little plant it is.
More recently, maybe it's becoming symbolic in a way. It's a weird, quirky thing that you can't get at the store really, and so you kind of have to search it out. I mean, it seems to be somewhat a cool thing, I guess, a little bit.
You rarely see them in the store. If you were foraging for a pawpaw, you'd have to learn what the leaves look like. Find a friend who knows where to go and tell them you want to go with them when they go out for pawpaws in the fall. There's a fair amount of them in Stroud's Run and Waterloo Recreation Area, any place where you're out in the woods.
I mean, there were so many pawpaws laying on the ground rotting around here, and I felt like there was this opportunity to to sort of get involved and try to make something happen with pawpaws. You know, I do think the pawpaw industry is going to continue to evolve and grow, but these seeds are going all over the world. They're going to become more common for sure, everywhere. They used to be called the poor man's banana. Right now, there's a large amount of demand and not a lot of supply, so like they're kind of expensive. You know, they're valuable.
Well, we enjoy the fact that they're here. I would say I think a lot of the people that don't like it have been offered an unripe or overripe pawpaw. It'd be hard not to like it. It's just custard.
I love pawpaws. You know, I think the pawpaw is one of the great native plants just because it seems like it's a tropical flavored fruit that's growing, you know, in Ohio. I'll show you my pawpaw tattoo. I got my pawpaw tattoo. So, yeah, pawpaws to the people. That's my motto.
Foothill Features is brought to you by Envisage Wealth, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC. Ohio 529 College Advantage, the opportunity to give your kids a more secure future. And visit Athens County. It's more than a place, it's a place to belong.